Hey, what's happening, y'all? Today I'm bringing you a gimmick battle, pizza versus sushi. Don't ask how that came about. We were just messing around on Showdown the other night, and here we are. But let's talk about our team here. Of course, if you couldn't tell by the intro, we're pizza team today. So today we're starting with Dash Bun. That's the base, the bread and butter. He's gonna be the crust of the pizza. He's gonna be our bulky wall with Play Rough and Roar and Wish to heal up back a little bit. We've given him leftovers. Well-baked body, we've gone ahead and kept with the ability. It was a strategy I was trying to go for where I hit him with a fire move and he becomes super bulky. It didn't end up happening, unfortunately, but it's an idea that I wanted to try out. It didn't happen. And the Terra Steel, just to kind of defend from, poison and other steel types. Sinistra is a bit of a stretch here, but this Sinistra is going to be our sauce of the pizza. I know, it's not marinara, it's something else. Don't worry about it. But Sinistra is Terrifier, again, to cover some of those weaknesses. And we've gone ahead and stuck with the standard set here, Matcha Gacha, Strength Staff, Rage Powder for Redirect, Protect, and he's built super bulky to, again, support the team. That Hospitality ability is, again, going to allow us to get some health back every time he switches in. Goldango, String Cheese Man. Come on now, that's our mozzarella cheese on the pizza. This is a pretty standard set with him. He is Nasty Plot, Make It Rain Shadow Ball. We've gone Citrus Berry instead of the standard leftovers. It's gonna play a role later. You'll see it, I promise. Nextly, we've got some toppings. So starting with our red and green peppers, we've got Scovillain. He is running a fast sash set. Chlorophyll to set up Sunny Day. Of course, expecting a Dondozo for the Sushi team. So Sunny Day to kind of shut down the water moves. Flamethrower, Giga Drain, Grass Terra again to deal with 1, so we won't be put to sleep by anything, and 2, to deal with that Dozo. I believe it is our olives on the pizza. It's running a decently fast, kind of bulky special attack set with throat spray. It's going to hyper voice and obliterate, basically. Terra normal to bump up that power even more, and Leaf Storm just to cover those bases, and Helping Hand to support its teammates when it's not super useful. Blaziken lastly, chicken on the pizza, you know how it goes. Best kind of pizza, barbecue pizza, maybe. But we've gone Life Orb, Speed Boost, Blaziken, so he's very fast, he's gonna hit very hard. He's got Sword Dance to take advantage of any breathing room that they might give me. So Sword Dance to even boost the Flare Blitz in close combat even more. And Steel was more of just a whim pick for Terra. It's gonna resist grass, it's gonna resist the water. It's got some uses, and we'll see how it comes into play here. And that's the team, so let's go ahead and transition on over and find out. Pizza or sushi? Okay, so first match getting going here of our best of 3, and I've got to kind of make the first decision. What am I going to lead with? What are we starting with this battle? I'm thinking Scovillain. A lot of this team is water. That's a big deal. I want that Sunny Day up. I don't want, to get run over right now, so I want to shut them down early. So I'm thinking Scovillain, and I was mentioning that strategy with Dash Bun. We're going to lead him too. He's a bulky wall. He's very nice. He's going to keep our team alive. And then I think I chose Sinistra and finish it out with Goldango here. So, turn 1, and we're looking immediately at Dondozo and Palafin, which is terrifying. Of course, he can switch in Tatsugiri and just start doing normal Dondozo things, which is terrifying. So I think I choose here. Of course, I'm gonna Sunny Day. I think I Terra Grass, and maybe Play Rough this Dondozo for the attack drops here. And I am right. He does switch to Tatsugiri immediately. He immediately gets that the boost, and we see a wave crash. Bulky Dash Bun survives. We love that. We are able to get up the sun. And, oh, sorry, that was right. I did not play rough here. I roared. I actually didn't know you couldn't roar Dozo out after he's transformed, which is unfortunate. The more you know, I guess. So, going into turn 2, gonna just protect the Dash Bun and Giga Drain. I do big damage to this Dozo right now. Now that I don't take neutral damage to being a fire type, Dash Bun is just kind of hanging out on the side. Doesn't do much for us at this exact moment. So we wish again, knowing that I can outspeed the Dozo. We take that KO, we get the wish up, the healing is coming soon. We're in prime position for this first game. So out comes Crabominable. That's always a fun name to say. And I think I just keep on my... No, I Flamethrower here, of course I do. And I have no reason not to just play rough here as well. We can just take out Crabominable. Turn 1, play rough is going to go into the Tatsu. It's going to do big damage. That Crabominable is not built bulky by any means, as you could tell by the one shot, which is super nice. We're getting a bit of a speed drop here. They're trying to do something. Palafin Hero is scary. I get a little cocky here. I mean, I'm up 4-2. I just all-out attack here when I should probably be protecting. Should be protecting Dash Bun at the very least, but we know Palafin is crazy strong, and it will hit it with the Wave Crash. Scovillain goes down, but I can go ahead and get the Tatsu off the field, and it becomes a 3v1 situation now. I think I bring out Guldango here. I do. Now, Guldango is built really bulky, and I never realized exactly how powerful this 0 to hero form Palafin is. But again, like I said, I get a little cocky. He Terra Waters and he one-shots that Guldango. No problem at all. Play Rough is going to do a little bit of chip, but out comes Sinistra. Going to give Dash Bun that health back again. And I opt to Strength Sap here because he is kind of mopping the floor with the team. So I protect, I Strength Sap, I've got the resistances. Do I get a little of that health back that he does? I'm going to get some of that back. I'm going to get all of that back, actually. And he's now -1 attack. I'm in prime position just to chip him away and take this game 1 for free. Now, going into game 2. I'm making the decision. Do I switch up the team? Do I try to adjust to his adjustments? What are we expecting to see here? I think I opt to go for Scovillain again. I think I open back up with that. Maybe I open up with Blaziken. Expecting maybe the Vileplume to come out. And then I think I round out the team again with Dash Bun and Arboliva, I believe. Gonna see, yep, there it is. Okay, alright. So, this is the team I've opted for game 2. I'm giving him a second to kind of finish out his own decisions. But my plan here is not too awful different, honestly. Sunny Day on the Scovillain. We don't see either of the Dozo pieces coming out to open. So, of course, this Vileplume is looking into a very bad matchup. Obviously, the Palafin wants to switch, whatever it's going to switch into. I'm thinking maybe we could see Dragalge here, or we could just see Dozo again. Either one could happen. But I'm just going to Flare Blitz outright into that Vileplume. Do I Flamethrower? I should Sunny Day here. Oh no, I don't Sunny Day because I wasn't sure if that Vileplume had Chlorophyll. If that Vileplume has Chlorophyll and I give it a giant buff, then that is very unfun for me to deal with. So I end up, I think, Growth here, and I Terra Steel Flare Blitz. It was to... What was it for? I Terra'd for a reason. Oh, it was for the Palafin. I didn't want to get hit with a flip turn. So I Terra Steel here. I want to ensure that I don't get O-Code here. And I make my first serious blunder this match. I am going to Swords Dance and... Was it Giga Drain again? So I Swords Dance here, and there's the Earthquake. There's the Earthquake. Yeah, I totally forgot Dozo gets Earthquake. I Sunny Day here. That's right. So, we're now down a Mon, and Scovillain is really low. It's not our favorite look, but we will make do with what we've got. And I am simply going to Giga Drain, and do I just protect here? Oh, I switch into Dash Bun and protect here. I am hoping to set up a Wish and heal back up Scovillain down the line. That is the game plan. We're gonna see if that works out. I do set up the Wish this turn, I believe. No, I Play Rough turn 1, and I Hyper Voice to get that Ghost Bay off. But honestly, as long as he keeps pressing Earthquake, I'm in a bit of a tough spot. He also starts Order Up, setting up the Grassy Terrain, and we miss the Play Rough. Yeah, we missed the Play Rough. It's super unfortunate. We could have gotten that attack drop and brought ourselves back into the game here. That was a big miss, missing that Play Rough. That's okay. We're now going to go ahead and Wish and start getting set up for the end game here. Things are looking a little doomed at this point. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna handle this Dozo. So I'm considering Helping Hand Play Rough. But I think the healing might be more valuable here, and I just don't believe Dash Bun will do enough damage. Now he's starting to play really smart. I seriously blunder here. I protect with Dash Bun the turn prior, then I protect with Arvaliva the next turn, so he just targets the one who can't protect. And that's all he has to do, is the person that's most vulnerable he can just start targeting into. I think I protect here again with Dash Bun, and I Hyper Voice, and then he just attacks into Arvaliva, and it destroys Arvaliva. And then I'm not able to get the Wish in on the Scovillain, so that's kind of how that's played out. So yeah, it's all looking really doomed here, game 2. He just got all the reads right. He played this game stupendously, hit everything properly, made every turn correct, and I just blundered here. But yeah, there's not much that can be done here. Play Rough and probably Giga Drain into this Dondozo. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Did I just click Flamethrower? I think I just clicked Flamethrower into Dozo. It doesn't matter. We get hit with an Earthquake. I missed a double protect on Dash Bun. And then, yeah, it's now a 4v1, and I don't believe Dash Bun has what it's got. And then to add insult to injury, we get that crit. We love that. Game 3. I've got to make some changes. I have to make some changes because that did not work. So, I'm going to open with Gholdengo. Of course, Gholdengo is a reliable opening nasty plot. Just full send. He does a lot of damage. He does a lot of work. I'm gonna open up with Blaziken on the side, and Blaziken still does really nicely into that Vile Plume, but I actually think I'm gonna go ahead and do Gholdengo and Sinistcha. It'll give me a little bit of Rage Powder redirect during the early stages while I'm trying to set up nasty plots. So we're looking into Palafin and Crabominable. We saw last game he did an immediate switch into Dozo, which if he does again, if he does again, it's kinda, I don't know if it was Oblivious or if it was, I can't remember what the other ability was on Dozo right now, but if he does do a switch into Dozo, then it's looking kinda doomed. But I do go ahead and Rage Powder a Nasty Plot. I immediately set up for just some big damage, and that Citrus Berry kicks in, going just under half. That Citrus Berry is going to kick in, which now actually leaves me in range for another Earthquake. So what I can do is I opt to Shadow Ball here. I don't want to get rid of my buffs just yet on Gholdengo, so I just opt to Shadow Ball into this Crabominable, and with the Sinistra, I believe I just Matcha Gacha. Just hoping for some burns, hoping to do some damage. Oh, I Strength Sap the... Nope, here we go. The Shadow Ball, and then I believe it's just Matcha Gacha outright. I'm gonna see here. I actually don't quite recall. In my... Yeah, there we go. Matcha Gacha just outright. Maybe we'll get the burn here. I do big damage to Carbomidable. Do a little bit more. I missed the Dragology, unfortunately, but it happens. It is what it is. We live on 1 with that Focus Sash. That's okay. We're now facing down... scary. Dragology is kind of scary here. No, it's not. What am I talking about? I'm losing my mind. I think I've got the wrong Pokemon in. Dragology's not a problem. That's why we make it rain. Of course, gonna kill Carbomidable here. It's gonna do some more damage to Dragology, and I'm gonna be able to get Blaziken in for a hopeful Vileplume that comes in. There it is. The Vileplume comes in. Kind of what I expected. And now I can kind of just Flare Blitz, Shadow Ball, make it rain. Kind of just rain down on them, and there's not really a whole lot they can do. Again, just like last turn, I need this Vileplume gone. I'm scared of like Spore, I'm scared of Sleep Powder. I do not want to go to sleep. So I believe I once again just make it rain. I may Shadow Ball here there, I don't recall, I didn't see it. I actually switched to Skill Villain. Oh, again, for the same reasons as before. I protect and switch because I was worried about sleep. And of course you can't Sleep Powder, you can't Spore a Grass type. By bringing Scovillain into a Strength Sap, which actually worked out super well for me, given that Scovillain is fully special attacking. And then I can just I can set up the Sunny Day. I opt to just go for it, because it didn't seem to make a difference last game with Chlorophyll. I can knock out the Dragology. We take resisted damage from the poison, sorry. And now, living on, what is that, 2%? That's crazy. 2% survive is wild from Scovillain. I don't think he's going to get to do anything with it. I didn't give him Protect, and Palafin has priority, of course. But I now have the Sunny Day up, so any Water-type moves that Palafin comes at me with are going to be weakened, thanks to the sun. So... in comes Sinistra to give Goldango back some more of his health. That is going to... it doesn't matter, I protect here. And this is kind of wild. I get crit, whatever. He poisons his own Palafin. Definitely not ideal for him. Very ideal for me. I was very excited for this, because what happens here is I think the health bar is kind of going off the screen on the top there. But I can now Flare Blitz a Vileplume. Get him out of here. And I can just... here we go, a couple of Terras. I do Terra Steel. I figured that was coming. Fire type standing in the face of a water type. The Flare Blitz recoil kills, and the Shadow Ball just barely doesn't do enough, but that Poison Chip ends up giving me the win. And with that, pizza on top, baby.